Yesterday went and got 128 chains, 124 chains for the strip till bar and 16 new blades. And then in here we've got 4 sets of points we gotta have on hand. If we don't get a rain, we're gonna burn through them like butter. Yeah, we got a lot of sprayer stuff to get cleaned up here. There's the pile of points and new hose. We got one hose that's got a hole in it. But my complaint was $9,600 just to rebuild this strip till bar, and they charged me $684 freight. So now the companies are not only raising their price on everything, they're charging us freight from the factory to the dealer. That's kind of disgusting. This morning's project is we're rinsing out the sprayer. I've done 3 rinses with water. 2 rinses with water, once with tank cleaner. Now I'm gonna do 2 rinses to get the tank cleaner out of it. Then we can clean the screens and be good for the winter. I'm gonna try and store that in the shop this year. There's so much electrical and valves and hoses running everywhere. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get antifreeze in every spot. So my goal is to try and find a spot in there. Starting the strip till bar rebuild. These chains are wore out. They're getting really thin. Oop, put you right in there, didn't I? See how thin they're getting. We gotta replace them. 10 on each row times 16, 160 chains. So that's what we started on today. Those bearings are good. This one here, not so much. That's not supposed to do that. Bad. This one's okay, but you might as well put them both in while you got it apart. Oh, I got all the chains off. Didn't take that long, did it, Kobe?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Went pretty good, except we got some straightening to do. Like this one here. You have to bend that back up and hope it don't break off. We got some wheels that have got a bend to them. I think something gets caught in the chains, it can't get out, and then it bends these wheels. Stick or fence post, this one here is really bad. But it's right across from it. It's pulled in on both the same spots. So something must have caught on the chain and pulled them together. Good thing we're starting on it now. I hope you guys are staying cool. It's another hot day. I think 94 today, 98 tomorrow. No rain in the 10-day forecast. It's just not good. I'm just going to show you what we're up to today for a while until it gets too hot out here. But working on the strip till bar. Had a bearing out of this one. Ended up having to cut it off of there. Cut it in half, pound it out. Because the bearing was out on this side and I could not pound it out through that way. So we cut that one off and I replaced both bearings since it's apart. And we got one down here. I think it's the second one here. It's just turning really hard. I mean, the rest of them spin really nice. I'm tempted to just replace these bearings too, because just not good. That's going to be my next project. Yeah, I was just going to show you what I've been doing. Floor jack on the point down there, because these bolts, to pull them out, are longer than what you have room for. So you jack it up to go over the top of those. Makes it much easier. Just trying to figure out how to get them out of there, and then I thought of the old floor jack jack it up so you can get above over here. There, now we're above it. Get my jack out of the way. Alright, we can take it apart. Had to cut the bearing out. Had to cut one bearing out to get to the other one. I don't know, I don't like that design too well. But, so we're waiting for that to cool down. I got one row of chains on. This is what they're supposed to look like when they're new. We measured a new one to the old one. The old ones are actually 2 lengths longer just because of the wear in between these, and then they were getting so long they were hitting up on here. So yeah, it was definitely time to change them. So this part of the machine is done on that row. Happy Labor Day. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, safe weekend. Today we are going to play with a silo. This one here started leaning on one of where Kelvin feeds his cattle at a rental place. This silo's starting to fall over. As you can see, there's a pretty good gap in there. And you see Kelvin's been hammering away with a sledgehammer here. So we'll see how this all goes. Wait, hey! Can't get it out of park.
It's like that time I about burnt it up down there in the CRP.
Yeah? Well, it's got some kind of code now. Yeah, it won't go out of park. I can't get out either.
We made it straight again.
Sleepy now. That's what Calvin just said. It's straight again.
We made it straight again.
I thought you were just gonna push it.
I got advised differently.
Working on blades today. Got Colby here. This is the difference in an old one and a new one. It wore down a long ways. Got our money's use out of that one. Update on the striptill bar. We got all the blades on except these 3 rows, which we found. We knew this. We had this problem that these bolts under here were broke off. There's 2 of them missing there and 1 there. And what we did was I welded a nut on there. Got the old ones out. Now we're trying to figure out if we should actually run longer bolts through there and put a nut on that top side here to help hold it in. I mean, that's not a whole lot of bolts holding this row unit on here. That's a lot of weight. So we got this row, and that one. There's 7 bolts that are broke between these 3 rows. I think they weren't tight from the factory because we had trouble with it right away. We did find a bunch of loose ones, but not until these were broke off. So, well, Kobe's running the combine home from Alden. We had it serviced and they stored it over the winter. Time to get her home, wash her up. I didn't have them wash it. They probably could save some money on that deal. Get her washed up. Other than that, it should be ready to go. Now we're just waiting on the corn head so we can work on that. Put our Yetter Devastators on there. But it sounds like we probably won't get that corn head for another week yet. So gotta finish up the strip till bar and move on to the harvest equipment.